In this video, we're going to talk about the prepositions v and na and how they express in, on, at. V или na. Бумага в книге. Бумага на книге. In some situations, v means in, while na means on. Анна в магазине. Анна в библиотеке. Анна в спальне. Анна в кафе. Анна на кампусе. Анна на стадионе. Анна на даче. Анна на лекции. Анна на балете. Can you figure out in which of these situations do we use v and in which we use na? V we tend to use for inside places, whereas na we tend to use for outside places and events. В магазине versus на стадионе, на лекции. When we're talking about being at a place, our default is v, and it's the most common. We tend to use v for inside places and for countries or cities, for example. So we have в магазине, в библиотеке, в Америке, в Санкт-Петербурге. Remember also that when we pronounce v, it's smashed with the next word, as if it's part of the next word. So when do we choose na instead of v? Когда у нас na? We tend to choose na when the place we're talking about is an open space. Stadion is open, so на стадионе. Discoteca, a disco, a dance floor, is kind of an open space. You're on it rather than in it. На дискотеке. The dacha, your cottage, tends to be open. You might have a garden there. It might have a small house, but mostly it's focused on the land. На даче. Почта, post office, is a little bit unexpected. На почте. But I've heard that it's because earlier post offices used to be outside. I don't know if that's true, but maybe it helps you remember. But not park. Park, we use v парке. We also use на with events. So, на работе. And if you think about it, work is not so much a place, but an event. Maybe you work in different places, but the event is what you're going to, or the event is what you're at. На работе. A concert is an event, на концерте. A lecture is an event, not really a place, на лекции. Also, you'll sometimes see na used when we're talking about a smaller part of a bigger whole. So, Alaska is a smaller part of a bigger country, so we say на Аляске. Kamchatka is a part of Russia, на Камчатке. And this is sometimes used with the country Ukraine. Ukraine used to be a smaller part of the bigger whole of the Soviet Union, for example. So you'll still hear some people saying на Украине. But the preferred use by Ukrainians tends to be v instead, because it implies that it's its own country. В Украине. So you can hear either one in Russian. And sometimes there are ones that don't seem to make a lot of sense. Why is department or faculty на, I don't know, на кафедре, на факультете. So sometimes there are ones that you just have to memorize. Decide if these would be v или на. The bottle is on the table. Бутылка на столе. Here this is an in versus on thing. We live in a dorm. Мы живем в общежитии. This is an inside place, so we use our default v. We are at an opera. Мы на опере. Opera is an event. I missed a word there. Are you at the post office? Вы на почте. Почта, post office, even though now it's inside. I guess originally it was outside, so we use на. She's in Spain. Она в Испании. Spain's a country. They're at the restaurant. Они в ресторане. It's just our regular default inside place. The pen is in my bag. Ручка в сумке. Here's in versus on. They live in Ukraine. Они живут в Украине. Они живут на Украине. The preferred is в Украине because it's a country, but because of some history that Ukraine sort of used to be considered part of the bigger whole, sometimes you'll hear Они живут на Украине. I'm in the park every morning. Каждое утро я в парке. Park might seem like it's an open space, but it's kind of an exception. We use в.